I have been working on some software. And I have my bench router, my test set. I have a frequency chart. What does that say? Sequence timer, and then surround panner. I'm not going to tell you what the surround panner does yet, but I'm going to launch this. And it takes up all 4 monitors. Okay, so up here, I have my timer start run test. Okay, so I have my main window, and then I've made it transparent so I can read the commands. They're on a different window. So I'm going to pick some power supplies. So here is 7 and 6. And right now, those are wired as 25 volt to this module. Okay, so I'm gonna turn those on. Okay, so it does a reading of it. And then I can start my timer. And now it's polling those. So it says, okay, this is 25 volts, and it is pulling, look, it's half a watt and half a watt across the plus minus leg. But then I also have those being monitored over here on DMM 4 and 5. So now if I pull those will take readings. So here, after a couple of readings, it starts making a bar graph for me. So it gives me like an idea of like what's happening over a period of time. And soon this number will turn into a bar graph that says, okay, look, so this is plus 25 volts and this is minus 25 volts. So I did 2 things. So here, plus 24 volts, and here, look, it's coming from this way, minus 24 volts, and look, it's red and it's blue, and the graphs here, they also illustrate that. Okay, all right. One thing that took me a very, very long time to do. Okay, so I'll launch 2 more scopes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I had an error there, but this took me a super duper long time to do. I'm going to stop this test. All right, watch this. This is so much work just to make them scale. Was a tremendous amount of work. Like, I've never put so much work into a piece of software to make it do that. My gosh, it just took me such a super duper long time to do. So here I have my power supplies, and I have on, because I wanted those buttons big, and some of the numbers I gotta fix how they display. And anyway, it took me way too long to learn that. Okay, so here I'm going to route to this scope. So I'm going to do distortion generator and the bridge. Okay, let's see if this works. Now it's going to click over here. Okay, now on this one I want to monitor patch panel output, just let's say, so I can calibrate that thing. Then over here, down here, I would like to monitor my isolation transformer, and then over here I would like to click in my second isolation transformer, so I have a left and a right. I made the this is the frequency generator. It is set, it's got its own window, and I'm going to set it to VRMS. Alright, so now if I do auto scale on this one, I should be able to see a sine wave of some sort, I believe. Alright, let's figure out what's going on here. I can scale it now, so here is seconds. So now it is 2 E3 negative, so that's milliseconds, 2 milliseconds. All right, so there's 1 volt peak to peak, All right, so now it should be over here. So if I auto scale, now what this does is it goes out to a bus, and here I now route it. So much time, so much work. I'm gonna put it on my speakers, and then here I can route it out my EDACs, but lots of work to do, lots of things to finish, that's for sure. But it's never going to be finished, that's also for sure.